Buster, who will teach you and demonstrate to you how to build a delightful meal for your family. Both of these activities can be done at home with your family. So please feel free to share with what we do here with your community and your friends. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Kay.
Hi, puppy.
Anyhow, this is another part of the series that we're talking about that has to do with gardening and the special things that I know that people are doing in their homes with cooking. And what brought Kay Buster to mind was that she's a professional, number one, and also a good friend. And I know that she's going to really delight any of you who might be interested in finding out how you might create something new and exciting for your palate. So thank you, Kay. Enjoy.
Thank you, Poppy. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it, Miss Emily. Miss Emily and Poppy were very influential in my start in doing Smart Girl. So this is one of the sauces. This is actually the first salad dressing ever done for Smart Girl. And we're going to try this today with some homegrown greens. Now, these greens I grow with a tower garden. So that's something easy that you can do at home, and you can have salad all year long because it's a hydroponic system. And you can get all of the supplies you need right online and delivered to your house. Okay, so since we were talking about gardens and flowers and stuff like that, the sauce I'm going to start with is called Pink Rose Petal. Now this is a wonderful vinaigrette. I think it is amazing when you have all your homegrown bitter greens. So you want to go for the greens that give you more vitamins for the punch, okay? So when the markets start, you definitely can get a lot of greens like this. You don't have to worry about growing them yourself because you'll get them at the markets from a lot of the local growers. So fingers crossed, once we tackle COVID, we'll be back at the markets. All right, so to start off, I want to put a little bit of this dressing. Now these dressings are very emulsified, so you do not need a whole lot of it to drench your dressing, your salad, to have a nice bit of flavor. So who's going to be my person to try?
Linda. Yeah. Linda, yeah.
Okay, so that's a little bit of a Smart Girl on the salad. And there you go.
Oops. I'm losing it.
Now, while Miss Linda is testing out the Pink Rose Petal dressing, I'm going to do a little recipe called Saucy Beans. And this is a really quick recipe. Doesn't take very much time at all, but it imparts a lot of flavor. So you'll thank me later. All right, so the sauce I'm going to use is one of mine called Spinach, Almonds, and Asiago. And I'm going to use that as my base to make a really quick dish, like I said, called Saucy Beans. So, let's get that open. Now what I'm going to do is get a tiny bit of oil warm in the pan, because you want to use this to start sauteing some of your ingredients. Alright, so that's just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Use whatever oil you have available, it's okay. Alright, wait a minute. This is shifted. Okay. Now, got my little baby burner. And in that, one of the first things I'm going to put in is this is a mixture of onions and thyme. You guys take a look at that. Now, I really like to do that together because it gives such a wonderful fragrance. And this is something that you can use in a whole bunch of different dishes. So this is a nice staple to keep around. So since we're going to be doing a whole can of beans, I'm going to put about 3 ounces of this minced onion and thyme. Then we need a little bit of garlic. Now my suggestion with the garlic is, if you can, buy a larger amount, grind it down with a little olive oil, and then you can store it in containers like this in the freezer. And you never have to go to the grocery store for garlic. So we're going to use a little bit of that garlic in here. Not too much because that's really fresh. And I'm going to use my spatula to open that up a little. Now, the next thing you want to put in are the tomatoes. because we want to get the tomatoes to get a little bit soft.
Wow, just all the time.
So now you can use these containers if you need to have an exact amount to measure, or if you are a seasoned cook, you can just use your cook's eye and everything will be good. All right, so that's enough of that. That was about 6 ounces of diced tomatoes. So you want to cook that until the tomatoes get soft, about halfway. There you go. So can you guys smell the garlic and the onions? And
We're gonna put them on.
okay, so now this dish is actually a really good one for people who are vegetarian or if they are omnivores. So it satisfies a lot of different palates. Okay, and with the beans, it really does give it a sturdy texture on your tongue. So you don't miss meat actually with that. Okay, so we got that mixed up a little bit. Now we're gonna use a whole can. Now I like this brand. Because they make a nice small bean that's soft, because these recipes are fast, so you don't want to have to cook a long time. You want things to be ready to go. So I'm going to use those beans along with the juice that comes with the beans, because that helps keep it nice and moist. I'm glad I brought my big pan. I usually use a nice little baby pan at the market. Okay. So now we got our beans in, mix them in with our onions and tomato. Okay. Now comes the good part. This is the spinach almonds Asiago. I don't know if you guys can see that. Now this is good if you don't want to cook and you just want to have a piece of toasted bread or something and have this as a snack. But you can also use it as a sandwich spread. Use it like I'm using it here with the saucy beans. We put it on pasta, put it on chicken. It's very versatile sauce, and I think a lot of customers have found really interesting ways to use it. But this is one of the easiest. Okay. So I think for this I'm going to use the whole, this is an 8-ounce container of pesto. I'm going to use that whole amount. Make it nice and saucy. Okay. All right. So now, once you get that kind of mixed up, now everybody should at this point taste it. Now I'm not going to put my hand in it because we're doing this. Everybody has to eat from this. But this is where you would check for yourself if you need salt. Some people, because of the cheese, they're not going to really need salt. I always add just a little bit extra because the beans have no flavor. So I always add just a little bit of salt and pepper. So just a little of that, and a little bit of black pepper. There you go, stir. Now these little recipes from Smart Girl using these sauces, they're meant to take the work out of the meal preparation. I know everybody is busy, but they still want to have food that tastes really good, but leave some time for them to do all the other things they have to do. So the Smart Girl sauces really help you get there. Now, that's boiling up. What I have here is some pre-cooked brown rice. And then we're going to put that right on in. Now this is a whole cup of rice. You probably only need around a half a cup of cooked rice in there. And just blend. Now, if you wanted to, you could add a little bit of sausage to this or a little bit of roasted chicken and turn this from a side dish into a main dish. Okay. I'm nervous. All these people are going to be trying my sauce. Okay. So you guys smell that?
Yes.
All right. So So that's pretty much all you need to do for the saucy beans. You need some minced garlic, you need some finely chopped onion and thyme, some diced tomato, and then some cooked brown rice, And then just whatever white beans you'd like to use. I suggested the small ones because they're softer. Okay, so this is done.
All right.
Now you see how fast that was?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I
Thank you.
really appreciate you guys having me here, and I hope that you enjoy the saucy beans.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, you guys. Again, I wanted to say thank you to everybody for inviting me here and taking the time to try Smart Girl sauces. And I just wanted to explain a little bit more about what Smart Girl stands for. So the main mission with Smart Girl is to create very wonderful artisanal sauces that use natural and organic ingredients and never anything artificial to preserve. We can ship the sauce, but we have to pack it like you would a very special prize and treasure for it to be shipped. But these sauces use lots of flowers and peppers and vegetables and fruits. And I start with the natural ingredients and blend them down for very unique flavor combinations. And one of the other groups of sauces that I have, besides the vinaigrettes, are what I call tub sauces. And they are the different pesto style sauces. So today we used the spinach almonds Asiago, but we also have sun-dried tomato chipotle and traditional basil. We have red pepper gorgonzola cashews. So I try to use very interesting flavor combinations so that customers who are coming on a regular basis, they still have a lot of variety with the sauces. And then they will visit me often to get more flavors. I can't think of anything else except I would love for you guys to go to my website. It's www.smartgirlfoods.com. You can also contact me at 800-243-9771. Again, thank you very much, and I hope everybody is enjoying their Smart Girl sauce.